Okay, sharing my screen. So let's look at some key concepts, ideas, words that can help you to recognize the subjunctive. The subordinate clause, which follows verbs which mean avoiding, encouraging, wanting, ordering, needing, causing, allowing, prohibiting, advising, persuading, excluding, and encouraging requires the subjunctive. All verbs are followed by que. So, like you saw here, I want to go back. Sorry, go back. It's advisable. It's better. Es mejor que te vayas. Es aconsejable que te vayas. Es conveniente que te vayas. Okay, so let's look at some of these keywords in Spanish. Decir, sugerir, mandar. Oh, by the way, when I have the asterisks, that means it's irregular. If you notice, there's a lot of asterisks here. Decir, sugerir, mandar, pedir, rogar, exigir, escribir. Escribir is sort of irregular. It's irregular in the past participle. It's escrito. But otherwise than that, it's not irregular. Not in the past, not in the present indicative or the pretérito, or most verbs are not irregular in the future. Aconsejar, querer, recomendar, animar a, esperar, estar, contento. That shouldn't be there. Contentar. Contento you can use, but it's not a verb. Sentir, preferir, temer, tener miedo de, and tener miedo de means to be afraid of. Mandar can have two meanings. It either can mean to send or to order. Insistir in, prohibir, ojalá. I love that. Ojalá. They say that a lot in Mexico. I don't hear it that much. I now live in a predominantly Dominican neighborhood, not even Puerto Rican, it's Dominican. I don't hear ojalá a lot. I say it, and I think they know what it means. It'd be like saying something that the Brits say a lot. And you learned your English in England, right? And then you come to the United States or you go somewhere else to hear English. And even though the Brits say it a lot, the country you go to, they speak English also, but they don't say it a lot, but they understand it. Okay, causar, conseguir, lograr, and it means to succeed in, excuse me, contribuir, I don't say that very well. Cuidar de, dificultar, which means to hinder. Sometimes I put it if I feel that the verb is a little bit less frequently used. Otherwise, I don't put it. And if you don't know what the verb means, look it up. Okay, look it up. Esforzarse, porque, to make an effort to, evitar, impedir, exigir, hacer falta, to be necessary that. I remember learning that particular verb expression, hacer falta. There's certain expressions I remember learning. Okay. There's still more. Hacer, empeñarse in. You also see empeñar. I think means like to pawn, P-A-W-N. I think, empeñar. Yeah, check it out. Mandar, ordenar, to order, necesitar, obligar, oponerse a, permitir, impedir, which means to prevent from, desear, salvar de, ser necesario, suplicar, vigilar, asegurar, vigilar de, asegurarse de. So with these verbs, you use the subjunctive. Okay, you use the subjunctive. So you have the sentence or the clause with the verb. One of these verbs, okay? Like say, ojalá que sepas la verdad. I hope you know the truth. Es necesario que sepas la verdad. It's necessary that you know the truth, right? Or puede ser que sepas la verdad. Tal vez you know the truth. Okay. You have the que, the verb in the next clause, that's in the subjunctive. And you can see, because you can look at the verbs, you can see how it's used, but only when it's used in the sense of wanting, encouraging. Let me go back to the different ways. Only you, because sometimes like the verb decir, you have to be careful because it has to have the meaning of an order. Te digo que lo hagas, okay? So it only in the sense of avoiding, encouraging, wanting, ordering, needing, causing, allowing, prohibiting, advising, persuading, excluding, and encouraging. Because if you're just stating a fact, te digo que mi mamá habla español, right? That's not the subjunctive, because all you're saying is, I tell you that, or I'm telling you that my mother speaks Spanish. You're just stating a fact. But if I'm using decir in a sense of an order, te digo que te vayas. There I'm using it as an order. That's when you use the subjunctive. So you have to be careful. The subjunctive you cannot memorize. Of course, you have to memorize the verbs that you use the subjunctive with, because there you're building up your vocabulary. But you have to understand the sentence, because it's not an automatic thing. You see this verb, boom. It's not. You have to understand how the subjunctive is used and then using it correctly. Okay, and you're going to do it incorrectly for a long time. Or you're going to do it, correctly, not correctly, until you get it. And one day you just get it. I just can't explain it to you. You're building and you're building and you're building, and then one day it looks like a building, right? You put in all the infrastructure and stuff, and in the beginning you can't see anything. Right? And even when you start building on top, rather than, in the ground where everything is put and you don't see, it still doesn't look like a building. And then one day you put a brick there, or you put something there, a window there, and it looks like a building. Before then it didn't, but now it looks like a building. And then you continue building and building, and one day you get it. It makes sense. I remember when I got the subjunctive, and I don't think I have it totally, because there's still things about the subjunctive that I still don't understand. So I don't brag that I have it totally, but I have it enough that I can explain it. Okay, I can explain it. And I can remember I was walking down the street. I think I've told this story because I repeat myself. I'm walking down Insurgente Sur. I was Insurgente Norte. I was near the embassy, and the Angel. That's not Insurgente Sur. That's north, near the Metro Insurgentes. And I was listening to, I don't know, like I said, I don't remember the pop star, the pop singer. I think it was Camila Sesto, but I'm not sure. And he said something, he was singing something, and when my little Walkman, and it made sense. I knew before he said it, before he sang this, the word, the phrase, I knew the phrase like you do in English, because you know when you rhyme, you know what the person's going to say. And I said, he's going to say this in the subjunctive and not in the indicative. And he did. And I remember smiling, walking down the street and saying to myself, I know people don't have any idea why I'm smiling. And even if I explain to them, they're going to go like that. Because see, if you speak Spanish and you've never studied your language, it's natural. Okay, so I think I'm gonna let these little, I'm going not these little, I'm gonna let these verbs stand alone. And I will come back to the cards in another video. So this is Corrala Fickler McLean at welcome, WYLCOME, welcome.com. Thank you for coming. I hope this is of help. I hope I have been clear. All that would be the subjunctive, by the way. In English, that would all be the subjunctive. I do this all the time. This would be the subjunctive, and it'd be the subjunctive because I'm not stating I have been clear. I'm hoping that I'm clear. I'm hoping that you understand what I'm saying, right? And that's the one of the primary definitions of the subjunctive, right? If I say, and I have been clear, then I'm just stating a fact. That's the indicative. But if I say to you, ojalá que entiendas, right? Ojalá que whatever, right? That's a subjunctive. Okay. So Corrala Fickler McLean, please subscribe or like me. Thank you very much. You have a good day. Have a very good day. Bye.